Hello folks, welcome to the Whiskered Woodcarver. I'm Jeff C., a visual marketing and live video guy, and you are watching the Whiskered Woodcarver, where I actually just sit around and talk and carve with my friends for about 30 minutes. Pretty simple show. Got some people, some friends of mine. Joshua Kennedy says, I needed this. I'm sorry you've had a horrible day, Joshua. Hopefully it will pick you up. If not, don't blame me. Just don't throw any tools, all right? I know you, Josh. Don't throw any tools. And Daniel Smith, hell, yes, it is a good day for blue milk. Daniel, I haven't told you, I need to send you some pictures, but I got to, before all this lockdown stuff happened, I got to go to Galaxy's Edge, had some blue milk with my pals, and actually got to ride Rise of the Rebellion, which is amazing. So, yeah, we're going to geek out about Star Wars today as we're carving. So let's just jump right to the carving camera and get started. All right, here we go. So what we've been working on is our Mr. Why do I have a shadow on my... That is really weird. Oh, I know why. Just a second. Got one of the wrong lights on. There we go. That should help. This is Mr. Bear we've been carving on recently, so we're getting there. Remember, we started with just these patterns, and we put them on a block of wood. You can go back a couple last week's episodes where we showed you how we cut this out on a bandsaw. We placed this down and did an outline, but these are the patterns. I've kind of actually stretched it out from the book, made it a little taller, because I didn't have a short, fat one for my Santa. This is the Santa Bear that I usually do, and he's a lot, compared to the other guy, he's a little shorter and fatter. So these are like the first ones I've done. But yeah, so we got pretty far last week. So we're going to work on his face this week, continue to round him out, and just kind of... Carving's not a race. It's a journey, isn't it? Something like that. Anyway, let's get started, folks. We're going to go ahead and put on my protective garments here. My cut-proof glove. It was really funny. I was watching YouTube videos this weekend on carving, and so many of these guys, these old guys, they don't wear nothing, and you can see the nicks on their hands. I've had 9 stitches, and so I don't think I'm ever not going to wear that protective glove. So it's just a little too scary for me. So Joshua goes, too late. Tools have been thrown. Well, don't throw any more. Don't throw them at your computer. So what we're doing here is I'm just putting some roughing compound here on the that's a little better, on the old strop, and gonna go ahead and sharpen that up. So since it is May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, I want to know, first of all, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. There we go. And also, well, what's your favorite one out of all of them? And my son's girlfriend hadn't seen him, and I told him she's not allowed in our house until she watches Star Wars. So you've got to lay some boundaries down as your parents. So that was one of the rules, and I guess they're watching them right now. He's taking her through them. Just turn this a bit. There we go. My camera got jacked up a little bit for some reason. So favorite Star Wars. So you've had way too many what, Josh? Too many bad days? Throwing tools? I'll make sure we're going live everywhere I wanted to. I believe we are. Cool. So I made I kind of went to Twitch and Mixer just to test it out and see. And we've got a Madam Rainbow Pants. It's from Twitch. She stopped spinning all of them. So yeah, I would agree, Daniel. Empire Strikes Back is the best one. Oh, he's had all of them. Stitches is what Joshua was talking about. Yeah. So Daniel, what'd you think of the wrap up of the Skywalker storyline. I hadn't talked to you since all that came out. And did you see it with Nancy? Did you? I know you guys usually watch those together. Yeah, I couldn't believe some of those old timers on the YouTube channels were just sitting there carving. They're just like, just get your fingers out of the way. I'm like, well, when I cut my hand, what happened is a piece of wood kind of broke and flipped over. There's Rhonda Moore. Happy Monday, Rhonda. You'll be proud of me, Rhonda. I just baked my first sourdough bread, and it turned out pretty good. So I got into what everyone else is doing right now and cooking sourdough, and so I tried it. Mom had some starter. It turned out pretty good. I'll have to show some pictures on Instagram. I'm pretty proud of it. It won't last very long, though. So, favorite Star Wars movie so far is Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I'd have to agree with Daniel on that one. I still remember, Daniel, when you showed me that replica you had of the Darth Vader mask. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Sharpen this. I didn't get it good enough. And what's the best line from Star Wars? Yeah, Rhonda goes, good for you. Let me know when you're brave enough for whole grain. I would try whole grain, but you can't find anything. I was lucky that I could find all-purpose flour. Everybody is out of everything. Everyone's baking. I read an article about they're not out of flour. They just can't make it fast enough right now. They're ramping up production. Like, I've been looking for my mom for bread flour everywhere and just can't find it. Even King Arthur's website is out. See, he didn't say, Luke, I am your father, Damien. I think that's my favorite line is, I love you and I know. I still think that's my favorite one. And that was in Empire, I believe. Oh, whole grain meaning you grind it. Yeah, that probably is not going to happen. Now, I have some friends who do that, but I do not grind my own grain. I think that's one of the things I probably would not do because I'm lazy. But that would probably be really good. And did you do that, Rhonda? Did you actually grind your own grain? So Daniel goes, Nancy and I have kept a perfect record and have watched all 9 episodes at the theater for the first time together. That is awesome. That's a cool tradition. And for those of you watching at home, that's his sister, my wife's cousin. Oh, Rhonda has a grain mill. How often do you bake bread, Rhonda? Get working on this guy's feet here pretty soon. Oh, seeing your joy while working is an inspiration. Well, thank you. Kennedy's Cross. I think that's Josh, isn't that you? Damien. Yes, he did. First thing he said to Luke when he was... But he wasn't there. If you know anything about Star Wars, you're just trying to mess with me, Damien. When this is all over, we're going to have to meet up somewhere between here and Mount Pleasant and go get something to eat. I'm ready to go to a restaurant again. Oh, my son is Luke. That's right. Oh, you've been cooped up too much, Damien. So you're in Point, Texas until 5/14. Okay, cool. Just cutting the nose there a little bit. Sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Yeah, I'm kind of sad the Star Wars saga and that one is gone. My kids have been going crazy for, and I've watched it too, it's really good, is the Clone Wars. And I'm so far behind, but my daughter, she thinks they're better than the movies. I'm like, you just watch yourself. No, I use my body shape for the model for this, Damien. I have an hourglass figure whose time is up. So right now I'm taking off around the nose. What I do here, these are called stop cuts, where I cut into straight down, and I cut to that cut, and it's called a stop cut because your knife will stop right there. So I'm trying to let you guys see it. It's kind of hard to do on camera. Round this up a little bit. Once I get the depth of this nose done, then I'll go and kind of round up the edges there. Just shaving off little bits of it. You gotta be careful here not to knock off the nose once you get it going. Yeah. Alright. It gives me an idea so I can start cutting and rounding stuff up the way I want it to be. Okay, Daniel's favorite line is, "I just as sooner kiss a Wookiee." And Sith especially. Yeah, he likes the "I know" line too. I saw they had his and her shirts that said that on, you know, the guy would, but then they'd switch it up. It was pretty cute. Still be taking this down. Little piece won't come out. There we go. There we go. Little happy little cuts. Here's my pencil. Because I want to kind of have that little bow that's in his thing. I just kind of need to mark that up. And like I said before, I kind of like to carve stuff out, I guess, wide, and then I can always come back and take more off. That's why he's so wide right now, because I can go back and I can fix that. So because it's really hard to put wood back on. Oh, so my wife shows up when her cousin is here. That's the way it is. There we go. I was telling a couple shows ago, Daniel, how good a carver your dad is. Is he still doing his decoys? Because he was awesome. He had that cool shop set up. About 12 minutes left. Yeah, that was good. It's really split right here. So I can get that Oh, that'd be fun to live stream. He would make me look bad, though. Your dad's really, really good. I still remember those feathers that he would do on those decoys. They're just, you'd think they were soft. He carved them so well. Yeah, he's very, very talented. So I just, this was in a book that I do, Rhonda. Rhonda asked, I didn't hear the story about a bear. What made you switch it up? Did you carve the inspiration bear? This was in a book. This is the second bear I carved. I carved the Christmas one, and I didn't have the same amount of wood, so I stretched him out in the pattern. I just put it in Photoshop and stretched it. So that's why I did that, and I really like I wanted to do one with jeans because he's got these little cool patches on him, and I just like the way the antiquing stuff too worked well. So this was the only one I've done of this one, so this is my second one. So Jody goes, do I have a method when I carve or do I skip around? I skip around. I usually I rough it out, and then, I'm probably doing it all wrong, but I like to do it this way because I don't want it to look exactly the same as the other ones I've done, but I want to kind of keep the idea going. So I skip around. I don't know if it's because of boredom or it's because I have to see it come together, I couldn't just do, some people just like carve, all they're going to do is the face and that's it and get done. I can't do that. So there's a little notch out of his face. Round this up a little bit. I mean, none of the sections right now are finished. I still, if you look at it, it's still really blocky, and I don't like it. I want to make sure he's all rounded up well, but don't want to get too far ahead of something else. So it's I kind of go around. I'll work on the head for a while, then I'll go over and work on the shoulders, and I don't know if it's because I'm thinking of what to do next or that's just the way I do it. So, oh, thank you. It was, like I told before, I hate painting. Ron says the overalls are adorable. So, yeah, the buttons I put on with just toothpicks. Because eyes, they're hard to do. This one's been through the ringer. He's been in my bag for a while, but I've been practicing on the eyes, so let's see here. Oops. Like Daniel's dad, I don't know. He probably does them all in a assembly line one, but I'd like to show it. Sometime I ought to put some pictures. Daniel, if you have any pictures of your dad's carvings, drop them in the comments because they're amazing. They're amazing. About 7 minutes. Hey Mia, may the 4th be with you as well. I still remember that show we did back in the day. Oops, when you had Star Wars Day on your channel. Yes, yeah, Daniel goes, I hear you, even with woodworking projects, I must prefer the construction of it to the painting. Some of these carving guys I've seen, they'll carve and they give it to somebody else to paint. But I'm trying to get better at it. There's a Santa that I really want to do that uses this dry brush method that looks really cool. It kind of looks like, this happened by accident, but when I was antiquing him, I rubbed him too hard and it kind of rubbed some paint off, but I really like that look. And the Santa that I'm going to probably do a couple more pieces after this one. The guy I got the pattern from shows how to do it, and it looks kind of like that, but it's in a kind of a white. It's a dry brush technique he was sharing, and so I want to try doing that because it looks really, really cool, especially on that Santa. So I got to figure out where the arms are going to go. of looks like he has a goiter. I need to fix that. Need to fix that. There we go. All right, about 4 minutes left. And then it's dinner time. Gotta go cook the dinner. Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself today getting the... I'm not much of a baker. So I've got... oh, there's Madam Rainbow Pants. So you think the chat is off. Well, you finally came through. I see you now. I hope you had a good weekend. So, Madam Rainbow Pants, you have about 3 minutes, but what's your favorite Star Wars movie? And what's your favorite line from Star Wars? Oh, she wrote that 15 minutes ago. I didn't see it. It didn't come through. Sorry about that. It must have been... it's really weird. Now I see it. Must have been a Twitch. Something was wrong with Twitch. But I'm glad you're here. It's just not the show without Madam Rainbow Pants. I miss saying that. Oh, Madam Rainbow Pants, say it isn't so. She goes, I've never seen Star Wars, aside from being forced to see Return of the Jedi when I was a kid, and Yoda scared the beats out of me. I'm not a Star Wars person. Oh. But The Mandalorian, you would die for that little guy. See, now you got to go back and watch the other ones. Yeah, a lot of people like that's really good. Mandalorian's pretty awesome. But you got Madam Rainbow Pants. Jeez. Favorite movie: Empire Strikes Back. That is the correct answer, Mia. Best line: this deal is getting worse all the time. Ooh, that is a good one. That is a good one. Baby Yoda for the win. Yes. Yes. That's pretty... Yeah, but Empire Strikes Back is such a good one. I got to see, like, the first Star Wars, which came out when I was super... I saw that one in a... I remember seeing it in a drive-in. At least that's what I'm gonna say that. But, just drop it in there. I won't be able to pull it up on screen, Daniel. If he asked how to add a photo to comments, just drop it in there. But yeah, I saw Star Wars in the drive-in theater in Topeka, Kansas. That was pretty awesome. It's my first Star Wars memory. We have now, I have a card, I mean a projector, and we have a screen that we set up in the backyard. I should pull that out tonight and watch Star Wars at night. Recreate my childhood. But yeah, my dad, I mean, because it's like an old Western, my dad loves The Mandalorian. When it would come out, he would watch it before I would. He really liked it. I really liked Rogue One too. I watched that the other day. Oh, not sure it's up to... Okay, I'll check in a minute, Daniel. If not, just send it to me, like through Messenger or email or whatever. Because I'd like to... I'll post it sometime. "15 seconds. Oh, you made baguettes today for the first time. Well, I made sourdough bread for the first time today. Baguettes sound good. That would be fun. Oh, we all watched... Daniel says we all watched Star Wars at the drive-in once too. Jody would remember. Yeah. I saw all the... Oh, we're out of time. I saw all of the Back to the Future movies in high school. They had like a... Like we went and when it got dark, and then we stayed and watched all 3 of them. Didn't get out till like, I don't know, 4 in the morning. It was so much fun. Ooh, a baking party. Yes. All right, as we always end our show together, I Always sharpen the knives. We got quite a bit done today on Mr. Bear. I feel pretty good about it in 30 minutes. Got more onto his face done, and we are getting there. I sure appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'll be back tomorrow, and as always, I want to make sure that you remember 4 things. Number 1, we're apart, but we're not alone. Number 2, wash your hands. Number 3, hug them if you can. Hug those people around you. And number 4, pray for those doctors and nurses on the front lines of this thing. And with that, thanks so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.